So, as you all know and are excited for, Comic Fest is coming up. And Amaya, Crystal, and I were lucky enough to get to interview some of the people that are part of it. And then we got to learn more about what's going to go on there, why we're doing it, why we should be excited for it. And yeah, let's go check out those interviews. Hi, I'm Randy Wismer here with Angela Carls to talk about the Comic Fest. So, what is Comic Fest?
Comic Fest is a comic convention that we're doing at the library. It is a free event. I emphasize free because a lot of cons are kind of pricey to go to. It involves a lot of local artists and local comic book writers, local craft people who do crafting. It's a really cool thing, and we do panels and workshops. We'll do a game room and kids activities. We're having an art contest this year, which is our first year doing that. So lots of fun stuff. Pretty much something for everyone.
And when is it?
It's going to be April 7th, which is a Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay, and so you were talking about panels and workshops, and I know that that's your specialty. So can you tell me a little bit about them?
Panels and workshops are really fun. They're one of my favorite parts of going to a con. Panels are really kind of a little more passive until the question and answer, where you can sit and you can listen to people who are kind of experts on a topic talk about it. They are so fun. I know our panels last year were just a blast to listen to. This year we're doing two of them. One of them is about creativity, and kind of asking some of the people who do this, how do they get their creativity? What do they do to keep it going? And kind of segues into if you're interested in getting into doing any of this stuff yourself, like where you can go. We're also doing a panel, which I've never seen this before. We're calling it the Art Showdown, where we're going to have some artists actually like taking requests and doing art as they talk, and just like making a story as they up on the spot. So that one's a little more audience participation, and I think it should be a lot of fun. As I said, I've never seen it done before, so I'm so excited.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. So what are some of the workshops?
The workshops we're having two. We're having one that's a drawing workshop, and one that's a little more story focused. And workshops tend to be a little more, you go into them expecting to learn something and expecting to actually get to do something. Our drawing workshop is done by this guy named Kevel Bowen. This is his third year. He's come every year for us. He is our rock star. He does these drawing workshops that are so fun. And like, I'm not an artist. I can't draw for my life. But when I see him do it, I'm like, I could follow this. Like, this is fun. And he really has a great attitude and a great way of talking, and I love watching him do his workshops.
And so how long does a panel or a workshop last?
They start on the hour, and they will last for about 50 minutes. We have to give our people time to get back to their next place.
Okay, and so what's the experience like at Comic Fest?
Oh, it's really fun. There's something for everyone. There really is, in a weird way. Like, I've seen things there that I'm like, no one else likes this thing, and then I see it there. So if it's any way can be called pop culture, you're likely to find some representation of it there, whether it's an actual comic book, whether it's a sci-fi movie or fantasy movie. I mean, I've even seen stuff. I got a Singing in the Rain Doctor Who mashup poster one year. It was awesome, and it's so bizarre, and very few people get it when they look at it, but I do, and it makes me happy.
So you've done it for a couple years. So what makes you keep coming back?
It's just so much fun. I mean, it's a lot of work, and sometimes I feel like I'm living and breathing it as we get closer to it, but it just keeps bringing me back because I have a blast doing it. I love the other people I'm doing it with, and I love seeing the artists and the vendors and all the people who come in to help us with it. They're so passionate about it. They wouldn't be there if they weren't. We've never had a bad experience with someone being unfriendly or anything like that.
So why should people come?
You know, I always lead with it's free, and people laugh at me when I say that, but it's a big deal. I like going to cons, and sometimes the price tag is a little tough to manage, and I like to buy stuff from the artist when I'm there, and if I've just dropped $50 to actually get in the door, it makes it not quite manageable, but it's free to get in, and everyone there is local, and it's a really fun time.
So when and where is it again?
It's going to be Saturday, April 7th at the Norristown Public Library. That's 1001 Powell Street. And it is going to be at 10 a.m. going until 3 p.m. If you want more information, we've got a website. It's mc-npl.org/comicfest. Or you can Google Comic Fest Norristown. It should come up because that's a good way. We've got a Facebook page, we've got a Twitter, and the Twitter is really fun. I don't run that, but I love reading it because there's always really cool stuff going on. And the Facebook page is also has some really good pictures from our previous years and just gives you a good idea of like what you are in for if you come.
And is there anything else you'd like to add?
The date is Saturday, April 7th, just to say again, and it starts at 10 a.m., goes till 3 p.m., and I hope to see lots of people there.
And what's your favorite comic?
Ooh, I have an emotional connection to Birds of Prey. It's always been one that I've really liked. The Justice League International stuff from the 80s is bizarre, but, up my alley.
All right, well, thank you very much. And this has been about the panels and workshops at Comic Fest.
Hi, I'm here with Miss Kim from the Montgomery County Public Library. She's a children's specialist, and she's going to tell us about what the Children's Department is doing during Comic-Con.
Well, during the Comic Fest, we're going to have a lot of great activities for the children. We are going to be having reading to a superhero dog. So if you like dogs and you love them, even if you're not so much of a comic fan, you can come and read to a superhero dog. Now, if you are into comics, we are also going to be having workshops where you can create your own comic. You can do a creative workshop where you're drawing and learning how to draw. You can also learn about how to write a great comic. What makes a great comic and how do you write them? We're going to have a workshop about that. But honestly, my favorite part, I can't wait for the dogs to come. Reading to a superhero dog, I'm sure is going to be really, really fun, where you can just sit down, and dogs are great, great listeners. So that should be a lot of fun. We are also going to have activities out. Now, once you come up to the children's floor, which is located on the second floor at the library, you will be greeted and get a passport, where if you earn 4 stickers, and we'll have different activities such as creating a mask, a Lego station where you can create your own super city. We're also going to have maybe possibly another craft where you're making a Captain America shield and other activities. And if you earn 4 stickers, you're going to get a special prize. So we really want to have a lot of fun things for the children to do that they will just come out and have fun. And the best part about it is that is all free. So that's the best part about, so all the activities that we will be having.
That sounds awesome. So what are the ages you would think that would enjoy this most?
Well, children up to 12 years old, because even a 3-year-old can come over and pet a puppy, or a 2-year-old can come over and pet a puppy. They are therapy dogs, so they're very friendly and they're used to being out in public. And also the different crafts with caregivers and parents, they can certainly help them as they do the different activities. So I'd say children of all ages up to 12 would enjoy any of those activities.
Wow, that sounds great. I know I can't wait.
Hi, we're here today with John Rowe, and Comic Fest is coming up, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's our annual comic convention at the Montgomery County Norristown Public Library. It'll be on April 7th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's going to be free admission, and we hope everyone will come.
Well, free is always good. Who exactly is Comic Fest for?
Well, it's for everyone. We try to gear it to all ages, and we have programs for both kids and adults. And so we'll be doing different workshops and panels, and we have a full artist alley full of different artists selling their wares. And also, we'll be having a gaming room sponsored by a group called Games. They'll be having a lot of different game setup for people to play.
That sounds so awesome. So you said it's for all kinds of people. Do you have like a lot of different kinds of comics then?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have the library. Part of this is done to help promote the library's graphic novel collection. We have a full collection of not only conventional Western comics, but also manga, and a lot of, and of course, we also have audio video of the latest comic book movies and that sort of thing.
So you're an expert on comics. What's your favorite comic?
Well, I have to say my absolute favorite comic is Bone by Jeff Smith. It's a brilliant comic. The art is just perfect. It's both cartoony and yet realistic, and it has humor, it has drama, it has tragedy, and anyone at any age can read read and appreciate it, and it's really just, I think it's just it's about as close to the perfect comic as you can find.
I know you'd say anyone should go to Comic Fest because you love comics. Why should they go to Comic Fest?
Well, for starters, it's free on something free to do on a Saturday is never, a small thing. Well, we'll have, like I said, it's going to be fun. There's really not much I can add to that.
And you have more than just comics. You said you have other things going on too, right?
Yes, we'll be having some workshops. We have an artist who's been with us since the beginning, named Kevin Bowen. He will be doing some to help people improve their comic art. He has programs for both teens and adults and for kids. And also, we will be doing we'll be tying in with the art contest that we've been having in association with the Norristown Area School District, where we'll be workshopping with the public on the same theme that was done with the art contest. And then at the end of that workshop, the winners of the contest will be announced.
That sounds so awesome. So it is April when?
It'll be April 7th. Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Also, we'll be having they're also having a food truck there, so people will be able to get some good food while they're attending the convention. I promised I'd mention that. And it'll be at the Montgomery County Norristown Public Library. And for more details, you can go to mnl.mclinc.org/comicfest, and that will have all of our details. And also you can follow us on Twitter at MONTCO Comic Fest, all one word.
Okay, we'll see you at the library. Thank you.
And